Welcome back to another episode of Campus to Career Tales, wherein we delve into campus hires, career journeys within HCLTech. Today with us, we have Pallavi Jain, who joined us from MDI Gurgaon in a product management role. She's working in the Digital Foundation Services. Hey Pallavi, welcome to the show. Really excited to have you here.
Hey Shubhangi, glad to be here.
So Pallavi, how did the transition from campus to corporate happen?
HCLTech had a very smooth and transparent placement process, which gave me a fair bit of idea into the role, and I was very ready for it when I finally joined the organization.
But then Pallavi, what led you to the product management role?
So I got into product management role because I love creating solutions for users that finally meet the business needs. And during my internship at MBA, I worked for an edtech platform where I prioritized user needs, collaborated with the UI UX teams, and it was very exciting and hands-on. So during the course of 2 years, I also got into a good mix of technical and strategic roles. And then what drew me to HCLTech and the product management role at HCLTech was the focus on innovation and customer-centric approaches, which led me to believe that this is a place where I can grow into the role and have exciting opportunities, even in all kinds of emerging tech like Gen AI and all.
True. I mean, I really agree, with the part of innovation at HCLTech, because when I was considering opportunities at my time, then the fact that, the company is growing and accelerating progress for its clients, communities, and the planet was one of the facts that, made me choose it as a career starter for me.
Yeah.
So, Pallavi, then, after it, how were the initial days in your role?
So, the one thing that I really liked about the initial days was that everything that we were learning was very hands-on. So, like, I also talked to a lot of my classmates who got placed in different companies, and they used to complain about how they are, just allowed doing this training and that training for 4 to 6 months. We also got some training, but it was very it was like, they used to ask us to apply whatever logic and whatever our ideas are to that process and learn while on the job. So that part where, you don't have to sit around and wait for your inputs to see through and wait for, okay, when will I contribute to something, that was an amazing part in that role.
And also, I think the fact that, you get accountability for your role very initial, in the very initial stages of your, career here. Because, and that is a very important, factor for building confidence in a professional environment. So, and then Pallavi, tell me something about that. How did your role, expand in like these 2 years?
Okay. So, I work for the hybrid cloud business unit, and there are 2 parts to my role. First of all is the analyst engagement parts, where we engage with analyst firms, and basically we answer RFIs related to our capabilities and the business unit. We answer questions about what HCLTech is doing, or what is going to be our focus in the next years, what is the innovation that is currently happening. And the second part is creating service offerings for the hybrid cloud business unit from the infrastructure perspective. The role is very different, since in a product management role you typically work on the end on the products that are directly interacting with the users. Here it's the same thing, but the user base is huge. We have huge clients. You just develop service offerings from an entire business unit perspective. It's not like you are working on something that is already existing in the market. We focus on areas which are up and coming. So, you have your Gen AI, you have agentic tech, you have quantum computing, you have metaverse, you have sustainability. And the best part about the role is that our team is not limited to, okay, you have to do this or you have to do that. You come up with any idea and you are free to implement that idea. You are free to pursue that idea. You get to do your own research and present them with findings. And if it takes shape, you are, you go ahead and pursue it.
Correct. Plus the fact that it's a service-based company, and but you are in a product management role is anyways fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, usually in a product management role, you just get to work on one aspect of the product or one aspect of any platform that is being served to the end user. Here, in a service-based company, the possibilities are endless. You can start from scratch. You can start from the bottom layer of what, since it's an IT company, suppose, you can start from the infrastructure layer and go all the way to the apps layer. And it's just not limited to one layer. You can work on any layer that you want. and create an offering out of it.
But also, I think with this, imagining all of the scope of work that you can do, and you are free to explore, alongside the fact that this also helps you in building your skill set to a very different level.
Yeah.
Because considering you get so much accountability from the initial level, and then you have so much to explore, it's like an ocean there. So Pallavi, I get it that there is a vast scope of work that is involved in this product management role, but I would also want to know that how much exposure do you get in this role?
So, as I mentioned earlier, we do a lot of analyst briefings, and as part of that, we get to interact with a lot of analysts from these firms, and they are usually from different areas of hybrid cloud. Apart from that, we also interact with regional and global leaders and industry leaders to specific industries like manufacturing, retail, healthcare. You name any industry, and I think we get a chance to interact with each one of them because of these briefings. So due to this, we are able to gain valuable insights from that, and as part of the regional briefings, we also get to know what is happening in that particular region. You would think that this is a global company, and across the regions we would have a similar client base or similar requirements, but it is so different for each region that it fascinates me that such a big company operating on such a huge scale has is pertaining to client needs for that particular small regions as well. And then you also get to know, since due to these analyst briefings, they are always updated with the latest market trends, and they change their RFIs according to it. So we get to as part of this, we have to do a lot of research and a lot of analysis on what is the latest market trend, what HCLTech can do in that area, and how we can grow in that area. So the best part is that the role never gets monotonous. Talking to all these industry leaders, you get to know their perspectives. You get to you get to attend these tech days and gain insights into what is the latest offering in the market, what partnerships are happening, and so on. So I would say that there is not a single day that goes by where I do not come across a new term or a new insight that I want to explore further. Thankfully.
Is it all like you imagined while pursuing your management degree?
Yeah, I mean, the first part of the role that I would get to interact with analysts on a daily basis, that was something that was very new to the role, and something that definitely not my peers are doing. So I'm very excited about that I get to do something new and something which is totally different. Apart from that, I had hoped to put all my technological and strategic skill set into use, and that is what is happening. So I am happy about that.
So Pallavi, considering that you're so deep down into the role, what would you suggest are some must-have skills for this role?
So I would suggest that you need to have a strategic thinking approach. First of all, it's very important. You need to stay curious. You need to have a drive to learn and stay updated. One would think, since you already know that this technical field is something that is evolving every day.
Correct.
Every day you open the news and there is something new that is happening. You need to have that drive to stay updated with all these trends, so that you can make a difference in this position. You need to be very adaptive, since it's a constant changing environment. And I think that's pretty much it.
And being curious is something that helps you go a long way. So Pallavi, before ending this episode, I would want to know one piece of advice from you for students sitting in campuses who are looking out for such opportunities in the IT industry.
So I think for any role, this is true, I think for any role, that you need to build a very strong foundation. If you are clear about what the base is, what you want to do, and what is the end product, it will be very easy for you to go into this role. Apart from that, you need to make sure that you are very agile, like they say in the IT world, and that is something that you need to go with the flow. Basically, you need to be adaptive to the changing environments.
That's amazing, and it was very insightful to have this conversation. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you for having me here and giving me a chance to talk about this role that I have been in for almost past 3 years.
It was really lovely to have you here. And stay tuned for the next episode of Campus to Career Tales, wherein we will have more such conversations lined up for you. Catch you in the next one.